Alright, we're on our second part here.
We are.
We're on the second part of our journey now. We're in the next group northeast of Lititz at Herbs Covered Bridge.
That's right.
So
Actually pretty. If you go ahead and when you turn it around, then you can see over there. It's very pretty.
This is the Hammer Creek.
Yep. Let's get hammered.
That frog is hammered.
That's right. He's a bullfrog.
He was a old friend of mine. His name was Jeremiah.
I never understood a single word that frog said.
No.
But I can help you.
Probably because that frog was hammered. This is
So pretty.
so beautiful right here. So hopefully there's some kind of placard, something of that nature, or else I'll give you guys more information here in a bit. Do have a placard of some sort here. Herbs Covered Bridge. It says 1849. Let's get. This would be another burr truss. Let me get off here to the side. It's always sort of an odd feeling when a vehicle is going over the bridge just as you're walking across. The whole thing is fully moving. A little unnerving, actually. Look how pretty that is. Here we do have another one of these boards, Herbs Covered Bridge. It actually says 1887. In 1885, the bridge viewers reported the bridge was necessary near Samuel Herb's farm, where the Hammer Creek crossed the public road leading from the village of Rothville to the village of Lincoln, Lancaster County. Commissioners visited the site on May 27th, 1887, and agreed to build this bridge the same season. Bridge proposals for either an iron or a wooden bridge were advertised, and this covered bridge was built in the summer of 1887 by John G. Bowman for $1,744. You just look at that. What a beautiful setting for this bridge here.
That is. It's sharp.
Alright, so we are at our next bridge. This is Keller's Mill Bridge.
Oh my gosh.
Another really neat bridge. This is one that is all white. It does have some windows. Doesn't seem to be quite as busy as the last couple, so that'll be a good thing.
That is. This one here is only 9'6". You see that?
Yeah, this one's about a foot shorter.
A foot shorter, yeah.
So apparently people weren't hitting it though, because they don't have no big bars.
Not yet, but I get to go drive across.
Yeah. Ralph's vehicle's a little shorter than that.
A little shorter.
All right, Keller's Mill Bridge. This is a new home for the White Bridge. You can see the bridge there, and of course you can see it out there in the distance. White is an unusual color for covered bridges in Lancaster County. In fact, this bridge is the only one of the county's covered bridges that is not painted red. The same bridge once spanned the Cacalico Creek at Retu Mill Road, but due to increasing traffic, it was dismantled in 2006 and reassembled here at Middle Creek Road in 2010. A new concrete span was built at Retview Mill Road, and an iron bridge at Middle Creek Road was removed. Keller's Mill Bridge is named for the family who built a house and mill near the bridge's original location. Although the mill is now gone, the Keller house still stands on Retview Mill Road. The first covered bridge at that site was built in 1873 but was destroyed by flood. In 1891, the existing bridge was constructed by Elias McMillan, who also built the earlier bridge. Other names associated with this bridge include the Retview family, who owned the Keller house and mill in the early 20th century, and Guy Bard, a prominent attorney who owned the properties in the 1940s and 50s.
Guy Bard?
So, yeah.
Gosh.
And
so when you get a chance to, before you turn that thing off, come over here. There's actually 4, right where I'm standing here, man.
Oh.
Yeah, right here. There's actually 4 concrete or rock slabs going down through there, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
You see that?
Something kind of thing was here.
Yeah, like I said, if you stand right smack here, look right
Yeah, you can see straight down through.
Yeah.
Let me zoom in on that. You guys can see.
Like alien crafted.
There might have been. This might have been they built this bridge and nobody's taking credit for the aliens.
You never know.
Maybe this is where Ralph and I will wind up getting kidnapped along with Bigfoot.
Speaking of Bigfoot, you see my shirt today, man? I actually did laundry yesterday just so I would have this shirt to wear.
Nice.
A Bigfoot Festival. If you have small feet, you're still invited. I checked.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what they say about people with small feet and small hands.
Yeah. That's, well,
we won't go into that.
Everybody needs loving. Everybody.
That's right.
So the chickens can't get out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it is there.
Keeping the Bigfoots in. So this is the second bridge that we've visited that has been relocated. We're gonna get off the road here because somebody's coming up.
If you look over here along the wall here.
I look down there. There's some goosies.
No, but look at the wall.
Oh yeah.
Either that's man-made or that was natural, but I think it's man-made. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think it really is.
Let's zoom in on the geese.
Yeah. Hi.
I lost $20 down there.
Did you?
Yeah. If
Man, you know what? Luckily, I'm really rich, and so I don't need $20 at all to find out. But if I see it floating and I can reach it,
Well, we'll
keep you
return
in
it to you.
I'll keep it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're welcome.
Hey, you have a
We
great
try to
day.
do the right
See ya.
thing.
Yes.
I believe once again this is probably Hammer Creek.
It is.
Yeah. A little too close in focus there. And there's some Amish buggy materials from the horsies. They gotta do their business too. Come over here and see the Hammer Creek. Setting for this one isn't quite as nice, but
This one here again, John?
what?
Is this one here called?
This is the Keller's Mill.
Keller's Mill. Thank you.
This is Keller's Mill covered bridge. This was actually relocated. It was originally in Ephrata Township, and they moved it here in 2010. This is the only fully white painted bridge here in Lancaster County. Once again, it's the Burr Truss. It's another one of these pretty little bridges. This goes over the Hammer Creek. I believe they said 1873 is when this would have been built. But it was moved at 2010. So this is the second of the bridges that we visited that has been relocated. Which is cool. They put it in another place just because there was too much traffic and they didn't think it would survive. Just see the beautiful views of the Hammer Creek. History is out there, my friends.
Coming down through here. It's been a fun day so far. Very nice weather-wise, temperature-wise.
We are at bridge number 8, third one on this grouping, and this is Zook's Mill covered bridge. So there is a sign on the other side that'll give us the information. And this is another one of these pretty little red bridges here in Lancaster. I've been seeing a bit more Amish as well. This is most likely the Cacalico Creek.
I believe it is.
Yep.
Very wide.
Yeah. So this is a longer one than we've seen to this point.
And look at this, there actually is a window in the center. This is
I don't know.
the first window in the center.
Yeah, this is new.
This is.
Get the look at the Cacalico Creek. Once again, muddy. We got lots of rain the last couple days.
Is this bridge number 8?
Yeah, this is bridge number 8. And you can see here, Angus. That is how high the water was.
That's high up.
It's amazing that this actually survived.
Wow.
There you go. We'll read the sign here then a little bit. And here we are at the sign. Zook's Mill Bridge, also known as the Log Cabin Bridge. In April 1849, the county of Lancaster placed an advertisement seeking proposals to build a bridge near Henry Zook's Mill on Cacalico Creek. County bridge docket, a record of bridge construction and expenditures, indicates that the mill owner built the bridge for $700, but a January 1850 newspaper account notes a payment of $690. Although this bridge is one of the county's earliest surviving covered bridges, it lacks the hand-hewed timbers and hardware that might be expected of a bridge built in 1849. Records show it was repaired many times, including substantial work done by Elias McMillan at a cost of $930 in 1892. A mill once located on each side of this bridge, Zook's Mill, later known as Winger's Mill, stood on the Warwick Township side of the creek until 1970. Short distance upstream on the West Earl Township side, a fulling mill produced woolen fabric for suits, shirts, and blankets. There you have another beautiful Lancaster County bridge. We are at number 9, number 4 on this run, and this is the Pinetown Amish covered bridge, and this is crossing the Conestoga River.
Conestoga, yeah. Wow.
So Pinetown Bridge, 1868, first covered bridge at this location was built by Elias McMillan. He keeps on coming up.
Yes.
A well-known local bridge builder, specifically drawn up in October 1867, state that the bridge is to be built in one span on Burr's plan and of a single arch, and that the truss is to be built of good white pine timber. Additionally, the bridge to be weatherboarded with coaling boards fastened on a perpendicular roof, roofed with number 1 pine shingles and floored with 3-inch oak plank. In June 1868, inspectors appointed to review the completed bridge found that it was put up in a good and workmanlike manner and agreeably to the contract entered into. Like many Lancaster covered bridges, Pinetown Bridge once stood adjacent to a mill, although the mill was destroyed by fire in 1901. A nearby stone arch bridge remains. Historically, the road on the west side of the Conestoga River crossed the stone arch bridge before turning toward the covered bridge. The stone arch bridge was later bypassed when Bridge Road was moved to its present alignment in the early 20th century.
Cool.
Well, let's go check it out. This one seems to be a little bit higher.
It seems to be long.
Yeah. This might be I think this is the longest one. At least it appears to be.
It's considered to be a river, too.
Yeah. So this is probably the biggest stream or body of water that we've crossed to this stage.
This is the scariest one to Ralphie because
Yeah.
you know what?
Ralph does not like going over water.
No, and I can see.
You could see down through.
I don't like this at all.
Ralph is taking on.
Yeah. This is wild.
Ralph is conquering his fears today. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. How wide that Conestoga River. I don't like that it's moving either. I know I'm fat, but I don't think I'm that fat. Okay. Another one of these stunning areas and stunning covered bridges here in Lancaster County now. And that's like really cool. You see the home over there, and there's a bridge over here that you can see. That is a stone bridge, historic. You can see that originally the road used to come straight across over to here, and then they bypassed it with the new location of this road here. Yeah, very, very neat.
Is there other bridge over here?
Yeah, you can see the
yeah.
grass how it goes over it and everything.
Cool.
Yeah, good to see how pretty this all is. You can see that bridge. It's the old stone bridge. It's down over here. It goes, Lititz Run goes underneath it, but that's really neat to just see something that old that still exists, that they didn't, thank God they didn't tear it down, because more often than not, that's what would have happened. Beautiful.
And there we are again, man.
We are at our last bridges. The 10th one is the 5th one of this second part. This is the Hunsecker's Mill covered bridge. It's 180 feet long. It's the longest single span covered bridge in Lancaster County. It's impressive.
It's going across the Conestoga River.
Yep.
It's very pretty. We should go ahead and pan over that way behind you, John. Got over that way and over this way, just so people have an idea.
Like there's some really
Look at the
beautiful
houses
like
on
houses
this
and
road.
mansions. It's
So-
probably the mill plantation over here,
Yeah.
and the mill would have been somewhere over there. But it's impressive stonework.
So very cool.
I don't know if they're gonna have any information boards or anything on here because I couldn't find a timeline of when this was actually built, other than the information that's on our paperwork. But this is impressive. So this is double truss here, double burr truss. This is definitely something. This is different than anything else that. This is by far.
I can see the water.
And Ralph is
The bridges on this freaking Hunsecker River, man. They did not make them. That the boards were tight.
no. They're like, we'll give some room.
Yeah, so that way you can expand it. It's a little heat in the cold.
And there's a couple boards there. There's some holes that Ralph can fit out through. And
True.
yeah, I'm not seeing any information placards here. So I will get more information with the pictures and tell you guys a little bit more and what I can find in my research, because there's not a placard here. There's one right here.
Where at?
Yeah, right here. It's just a small one. I don't know if it has any. I can't see if it sees. It says 1843, so whether those numbers are actually correct or not, I don't know. But definitely very pretty. Another one of these amazing covered bridges here in Lancaster County. I want to say a special thank you to Ralph for taking us out on this journey. Also to Jay for providing the money for the gas and the meal that we were able to have at Mannheim's Twin Kiss. As always, I want to say thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this adventure with Ralph and myself. And we will see you all about town.